Today we're going to talk about order of operations and evaluating expressions. Some definitions first. To simplify is just replacing a numerical expression into its simplest terms. And to evaluate just means to solve. So if you see those directions, that's what you should be doing. Many of you remember PEMDAS, or please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, when in elementary school, but now we're going to really talk about why we're doing what we're doing. So we've got the parentheses first, which is any grouping symbol that you see. It might be parentheses, it might be brackets, and later down the road, even fraction bars will be a type of grouping symbol. And then we've got our exponents, multiplication, and division. We're going to do whatever comes first from the left to the right. Those are of equal priority. And then addition and subtraction come next. Again, doing those from whatever comes first from the left to the right, those are equal priority to us. So many of you will see this, and it's kind of like hopscotch. You've got the parentheses first, then your exponents, and then multiplication, division, whatever comes first from the left to the right, and addition, subtraction, whatever comes first from the left to the right. Let's try some examples. So number 1, 25 minus 8 times 2 plus 3 squared. Now when you have a number next to another number that's in parentheses, that automatically means multiplication. With our order of operations, we can concentrate on our parentheses first, but there's nothing really going on inside the parentheses that we need to take care of. So we're going to move on to our exponents. We've got 3 squared, which is 9. We rewrite the problem. Our next step is to complete the multiplication, 8 times 2, which is 16. And we rewrite the step. Now if you take a look at it, the only operations that come next are the subtraction and addition. Those are of equal priority to us, so we're going to complete them whatever comes first from the left to the right. In this case, it just happens to be subtraction. So 25 take away 16 is we're left with 9. We bring down the rest of the problem, and 9 plus 9 is 18. Going on to number 2, we've got 15 times the quantity of 13 minus 7. That is going to be divided by 8 take away 5, 8 minus 5 in parentheses. Let's focus on our parentheses first in this problem. We can actually complete both of our parentheses simultaneously. So 13 take away 7 is 6, and 8 minus 5 is 3. Notice here, I left the parentheses on or around that 6 because I now have to, remember that's still part of a multiplication scenario. But here, there's nothing left going on over here, so all I have to do is bring down the 3 without the parentheses. I complete multiplication, 15 times 6 is 90, and then divide that by 3 to get an answer of 30. Number 3. In parentheses, 5 plus 3, all of that is being divided by 2, and then we're going to add that to the quantity of 5 squared take away 3. Now again, we've got 2 sets of parentheses. Let's go ahead and simplify what we can simultaneously in those parentheses. I know that 5 plus 3 is 8, and then in here I've got 2 operations going on, so I have to choose the one that has the higher priority, in this case the exponent. 5 squared is 25, so I'm just going to bring down 25 and the remainder of whatever's in that parentheses, just so I don't get confused or I don't mess up and write the wrong thing. So I've got 8 divided by 2 plus, and then still in parentheses, 25 minus 3. Well, I know that 25 minus 3 is 22. I rewrite what's left. I take care of my division. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 plus 22 is 26. For question number 4, I'm going to do this with you guys. So if we look at it, we've got the quantity of 13 take away 7. All of that is being squared. Then I'm dividing by 3 and multiplying by 12. Okay, so I've got to take care of what's inside the parentheses first. 13 take away 7. That leaves me with 6. So that 6 is what's being squared. The 7 is not being squared, the 13 is not being squared, but the difference of 13 and 7 is being squared. I'm going to rewrite the rest of my problem. And now I'm going to concentrate on my exponents. 6 squared is 36. And now you see we've got a division that's coming before my multiplication. Those are of equal priority, so I'm going to complete the division first. 36 divided by 3 is 12, and 12 times 12 is 144. Now let's evaluate some algebraic expressions. We are going to substitute in given values for the variables and solve. So my first example says evaluate 3a minus 2 to the third power divided by b for when a equals 7 and b equals 4. So in this case, I'm replacing a with the number 7 and I'm replacing b with the number 4. Okay? Wherever you substitute your numbers into your original expression, try to use parentheses as much as possible so that, again, we're not making careless errors. So I replaced 7 for A and 4 for B. So now I can use my order of operations to solve. I'm going to focus on my exponents first. 2 to the third power. That means 2 times itself 3 times. So that's 2 times 2 times 2, which is now 8. And I'm rewriting the whole problem. Looky here, we've got multiplication, subtraction, then division. So I've got 3 operations, 2 of which are of equal importance or equal priority. Let's go ahead and see if we can complete these 2 multiplication and division scenarios simultaneously, maybe to quicken our pace. So 3 times 7 is 21, 8 divided by 4 is 2. I'm going to bring down what I didn't use, which is this subtraction sign. Now I'm left with 21 take away 2, which is 19. And then number 2, evaluate 4c take away 2d divided by c for when c equals 2 and d equals 5. So anywhere I see a c, the letter c, I'm going to replace it with a 2. Anywhere I see the letter d, I'm going to replace it with a 5. Once I've done that, I can now evaluate using my order of operations. I've got a multiplication scenario, a subtraction, another multiplication scenario, and a division. What I want to do to shorten my steps is to go ahead and take care of these 2 multiplication scenarios at the same time. 4 times 2 is 8, 2 times 5 is 10. Don't forget to bring down that subtraction sign and the division sign and the 2. Now you focus on division. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Bring down the 8 and the subtraction sign. 8 minus 5 is 3. See here that I didn't rearrange the problem at all. I didn't put the 5 in front of the 8. I just brought everything down in the order that it was written originally, aside from my simplifying part of it. Okay, example 3 I'm going to do with you. We're going to evaluate m times the quantity of p minus q, and that is being squared for when m equals 3, p equals 7, and q equals 4. So my m is 3, so I'm going to replace the m with the number 3. Keep my parentheses. P was 7, so I replaced p with a 7. Q was equal to 4. I close my parentheses and I'm squaring. My focus should be right here on this parentheses scenario. 7 minus 4, well that's 3. I need to keep all the symbols that originally came with that problem. Just bring it all down. I need to focus now on this multiplication, on this exponent. If you see here, if I could rewrite this in a different way, maybe I could rewrite it so it looks like this. That might show you more clearly that exponents is our priority before our multiplication. That might help you see a little bit better. So 3 squared is 9. That means 3 times 3. And I bring the other multiplication and the 3 down, and now I've got 3 times 9, which is 27. And 27 is our final answer. What I want you to do is I would like you to record these problems down, and I would like you to try them for homework.